Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Pilates Strength class. We are going to be moving through a slightly different format for today's class, so you just stick with me and I will be your timer. I'll count you down and count you in, so don't worry about anything else. We're using a combination of light and medium weights, and if you have a loop resistance band, I want you to grab one of those. Okay, we will get started all the way down on our mat, finding a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. Cross-legged, legs out in front of you, sitting a long butterfly. All options are good options. We take a big roll of the shoulders to open up through the chest, relax the shoulder blades down and back, and then we take our 4 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, filling the body up with air, expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And exhale out, we let all of that air go. For 3, inhale. And exhale, let it go. For 2, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Reach your arms out to T, fingertips long towards the sides of the room. Inhale to shift over towards the right side. Right hand down, left arm reaching up and over. Exhale up through center. And then inhale, we take that left hand down, reach up and over through the right. For 3 more each side, over to the right. And to the left. For 2. And 2. 1 more. And then 1 more. Everything comes up through center. Reach your arms out in front of you, fingertips towards me. Take the right arm, bend the elbow, pull the hand towards the armpit, and then unfold, reaching the fingertips back. Bend your elbow, push that right hand forward. Same thing on the left. Bend, reach back, extend, bend, and push forward for 3. And 3. For 2. And 2. Last one. And then last one. Arms out in front of you. We'll take the legs out in front of us as well. We do 4 roll-ups and then we'll move on with the rest of class. Inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale, curve through the spine, drawing the belly button back, opening up at the front of the hips as you roll all the way down to your mat, shoulders and head down, arms reach back overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lift your arms. We find the curve in our spine. Continue that curve as you round forward, reaching the fingertips over towards the toes. Hold that curve. We roll all the way back. Good. I'm making you do roll-ups a couple of different ways. I don't know if you've noticed those differences recently, but in my mind, there are a handful of ways to do roll-ups. There's holding the curve, there's coming up to a tall spine and resetting the curve every time. I feel like every teacher does them a little bit differently, but I think it's good for you to hear some different cues and to practice the roll-up differently and then decide how you like to do it. This will be the last time we roll up for now. Round forward through the upper back, reach forward for the toes. Good. Okay, come all the way up to seated. I'm walking us through this first circuit. Now, for today's class, we are doing AMRAP. Ever heard of AMRAP? As many rounds as possible. So I'm putting on a timer for 5 minutes. We're moving through 3 exercises and we'll do 10 reps of each exercise. And we just keep plowing through it for the 5 minutes, okay? So first circuit here, we're starting with core. You can use a weight if you want to or don't. Exercise 1, we do 10 reps of double leg stretch. You exhale, pull in, inhale, reach out. Exhale in, inhale out. Exercise 2, it's double leg stretch, but through the oblique. So we pull the knees in, we reach the arms towards the outside of that opposite leg, and then everything comes through center, and then we'll switch it to the other side. Exercise 3, we rock up into our C curve, feet down, and we just twist from side to side. Okay, so similar kind of movement right here with what we're doing with the oblique double leg stretch, but it'll be a little bit different. With exercise 2 and 3, one time to each side is 1 rep. Okay, so I would suggest counting slowly. You do 10 reps of each exercise and then you move back to the top. I'll move with you. We come down, option to use the weights or not. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees in, hands towards the tops of the ankles. Inhale as you reach out through arms and legs. Exhale as you pull in. For 9, I'll count down. For 8, 7, option to take your head down always. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, this is going to be hard. 1 more. Good. Now inhale, reach everything out. Exhale, pull the knees towards the left armpit, arms towards the outside of that right leg. Inhale everything out. Exhale, we go to the outside of that left leg, knees towards the right armpit. Inhale everything out. Head can come down for sure. I already feel that for me. It's going to be definitely a head down kind of day. Man, am I tired. My manager put me through like 2 rounds of the classical reformer sequence yesterday, and it was not very fun. This is 7 and 7 for 6 and 6, 5, and it's that big exhale to pull everything in for 4. For 3, 2, and then 1 more. Good. We come through center, feet come down, arms out in front of you. Find the curve in your spine. Feet are anchored to the mat, hips anchored to the mat. We're pulling the belly button back. We inhale, twist right. Exhale back through center. Inhale, twist left. Exhale back through center. We twist, untwist, and then twist and untwist. Good. This is 8 towards the right, back through center, 8 to the left, back through center for 7, for 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, 1 more. Good. So it's taken us about 3 minutes to get through 1 round of that. We have 2 more minutes left. So we will not get through 2 full rounds, and that's okay. Knees pull in. I thought about making the timer go for longer, but 7 minutes just felt too long. Pull the knees in, reach the weight towards the tops of the ankles. Inhale, reach out through arms and legs. Exhale, pull everything in, especially when we're moving through with not a whole lot of rest. 5 minutes felt manageable for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Everything comes in. You inhale, reach everything out. Come over towards that right side. Knees pull towards the left armpit. Inhale everything out. Exhale everything in. Good. And your head can come down for sure. Same thing right here. Inhale everything out. Exhale everything in. Inhale everything out. Exhale everything in. I kind of lost count, so I'm going to call that 6. For 5. For 4. For 3, inhale out. For 2. One more. Whoo! Good. Rock right up into your seated position. We can probably get in one rotation each side. Inhale, twist right. Exhale through center. We have 3, 2, and 1. You can roll everything down to your mat. Take a second. Put your weight off to the side. Walk your feet out wider than your hips. And then inhale as you drop both knees over towards the right. Left hip lifts. Left shoulder stays down. Ooh, exhale, knees up through center. And then inhale, drop both knees over towards the left. Right hip lifts. Right shoulder stays down. Good. Exhale all the way up through center. I'll walk us through the next set of exercises. So 5 minutes goes by kind of quickly, but it's the no rest piece of it that makes this very difficult. You can use medium or light weights on this one. Again, it's going to be 3 exercises. We do 10 reps of each exercise. We're up in a high kneeling position. First exercise we do is a high row, weights towards the armpits, elbows pull out. And then we lower down. Okay, that's exercise 1. Exercise 2, we do a shoulder press. Elbows are out at a 45, so forward of your shoulders. Inhale as you push the arms up. Exhale as you bring them right back down. Okay, exercise 3, we hinge at the hips, elbows pull in nice and tight, triceps back and in. Okay, now weight choices are up to you. I just did that with the 10-pound weights and it felt a little bit wild, so I might go for my 3-pound weights or my 5-pound weights, but we do 10 reps of each exercise, probably 1 or 2 times through. And then we will go from there, okay? And we're gonna go right in 5, oh my gosh, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're up in our high kneel, tuck the tailbone under, exhale as you pull weights towards the armpits and inhale, release for 9, pull up and release for 8. 7. And we're not breezing through these reps. We're moving with control. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Okay, so it took about 30 seconds to get through 10 reps of that. Elbows come up. Forward of the shoulders, you inhale, press the arms up overhead. Exhale, you bend the elbows and pull back down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, pull down. For 8, we reach up and then pull back down. This one's always tough for my shoulders. Like you might see this shoulder kind of clicking up for 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Oh. For 2. 1 more. Arms come all the way down. Hinge back from your hips. You're on a diagonal line from tailbone to the crown of the head. Elbows pull in. We press back and then bend for 9. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull it in for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Good. Everything comes up, hands in front of the hips. We restart for 10, weights towards the armpits, and then inhale, release it down. Exhale in 9. For 8. I'm going to show you this from this side as well. So tailbone stays tucked. We pull up and then release down. This is 6. 5. 4. 3. And just because you can move faster than me, don't move faster than me. Keep moving the resistance with control. Last one. Weights come up, elbows forward of the shoulders. That's what this looks like, okay? Inhale, we push up. Exhale, we pull down. For 9, reach up and take it down. For 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, whoo, for 2. One more, everything comes down, elbows pull in, you hinge back from your hips. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull that weight in for 9, back and in. You look down but a little bit forward, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Everything comes up. We start back from the top, knees about hips distance. Exhale, weights towards the armpits, elbows pushing out. Inhale, release it back down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. We go for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good, arms come up, elbows forward of the shoulders. We have like less than 15 seconds. That's 10, 9, we're here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come all the way down. You take a second, you shake out through your arms. Hands can come towards the shoulders, bent elbows. We do a little circle forward. And then reverse the circle, take it back. And I will walk us through that next circuit. We're coming up to stand and grabbing onto our resistance band. Now, it does not matter to me what resistance band you use. I have a light and a medium band out. It really just, however you feel, that's where you're gonna take it. We'll take the band so it goes around the legs just above the ankles. This first exercise, we do a little bend into the knees. We step out and in, out and in. So 1 and 1, it'll be 2 and 2. This one we'll be able to go through a little bit faster. Exercise 2, feet hips distance. We're pushing out onto that band. We squat and stand. Okay. And then exercise 3, what are we gonna do for exercise 3? Oh, I remember. We're going to press out and lower, out and lower. Actually, no, let me change that. We'll do a lateral step from side to side. Okay, exercise 2, we're standing into that right leg or left leg, lifting the right. Press out and in, out and in. And then we do the same thing on the other side, okay? It's 10 of each exercise and we will get that going. Let me restart my timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't you love it when I can totally remember? Soft bend into the knees. We're pushing out on the band. We step out and in, out and in for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good. Stand up tall, soft bend into the knees. We shift over into that left leg, right leg lifts. We push out and in for 9. Keep it slow because we have to balance, and that's what makes this difficult. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We take the foot down, shift over to the other side. Right heel pressing down. We hover that left leg, push out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot comes down. You take it from the top. We step out. 10, 9. It's a soft bend into the knees, and let me show you this from this side. 8. Okay, so tailbone's still tucked. We're not popping our butt back. We're staying engaged through the front of the body. 6. 5. It's just that tiny step. You're pushing out on the band. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Good. We're all the way up and standing. How does your ass feel? Mine doesn't feel so nice. Stand into your left leg. Take that right leg. We push out. 10, 9, 8. In my head, everything is always a really good idea. When we get into it, I'm like, what the actual hell is going on? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down. We're stabilizing on that right side, taking the left foot. You push out, come in. 9, 8, 7. Oh, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we take it back from the top. We have about 2 minutes, so we could probably get through one more round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're still pushing out on that band. 5, 4, 3. Oh my God, for 2. 1 more. Good. We stand up. We're balancing on our left leg, taking the right leg. Okay. You're stable. We push out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my God, for 2. And 1. Right foot comes down. We lift the left. You push out on that band. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh no, can we make it through one more round? We've got about a minute. Okay, we step out and in, out and in. Here goes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1 more. I think we can get through a full last round. We stand all the way up. We're pressing into that left foot. Right leg presses out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down. Okay, can we do 10 reps in 10 seconds? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You get to step out of that band. Just put it off to the side. Take a moment. How does your butt feel? Nice and activated, right? I hate the term like glute activation exercises, but that's literally what it's doing, right? We get the whole side of our butt, the whole side of the leg as we're pushing out onto that band. Okay, final AMRAP circuit that we do. How do you guys feel? I feel like this was an interesting idea that I had. Sometimes I just need a little bit of variety for myself. Okay, final circuit. Again, 3 exercises. We're using our medium weights. Okay, first thing we do is weights towards the shoulders, feet about hips distance. We inhale, squat, exhale, stand. That's all it is. Okay, exercise 2. We'll take the weights so they come down to the outsides of our hips. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Tuck the tailbone. We hinge at the hips with the weights at our sides like you're picking up 2 suitcases. And then we stand up, lower, and lift. Okay, exercise 3. You can either keep your weights down by your sides or you can pull the weights up towards your shoulders. We alternate reverse lunges. Okay, whatever you feel more comfortable doing in terms of where you hold your weights. For me, I'm gonna be down by my sides, probably for the lunge. I'll definitely be up by the shoulders for the squat. Okay, are we ready? It kind of breezes by when we go like this, but God, I cannot imagine doing 7 minutes of this. Ouch, wouldn't that be rough? Okay, we go in, weights come towards the shoulders, feet about hips distance. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet hips distance, weights come up. We tuck the tailbone under, inhale as you lower down. Exhale, you're pressing into the heels to come back up. Inhale, you lower down. Exhale, press into the heels, come back up. Here's 8. First 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. All the way up, weights down by your sides, feet stay hips distance, roll the shoulders up, back and down, tuck the tailbone. So this is a deadlift, we just have a different position with the hands. Okay, we send the hips back and then press into your heels, you come right back up. Inhale, we send the hips back. Exhale, we stand up. This is 8. Lead with your hips, pushing your ass back. We'll say this is halfway. 5. And this circuit will take a little bit longer because we do have to alternate lunges. And because when we're using a more medium or relatively heavy weight, we have to move slower to control the load. This is 2. 1 more. Good, we stand up. You can keep the weights here or take them up by your shoulders. Right foot steps back and up. Left foot steps back and up. Now you can take a hinge forward from your hips for sure. This is gonna be 8. I can't decide where I wanna hold my weights. First 7. Pressing into the front heel to get us up. It's 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. And then last one. Okay, and that took about 3 minutes. We take it back from the top, feet hips distance, weights can come up towards your shoulders. I'll show you the squat from the side. Okay, inhale, we go down. Exhale, we press into the heels, you come right back up. Okay, for 9. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Everything up, weights down by your sides, feet about hips distance. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Tuck your tailbone. Okay, inhale, we push the hips back. As you push the hips back, your weights are traveling down the sides of your leg. Press into your heels, come all the way up to stand. Inhale, we hinge back. Exhale, stand up. For 8. For 7, and if you don't have weights, you do the same thing without. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, we're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in, you take your weights, you put them off to the side. Make your way towards the back edge of your mat, wherever you want that to be. Feet about hips distance. We inhale, soft bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. Exhale, ooh, as you dive up and over as I face plant down into my mat. Hands come down. We pedal out through the knees, lifting one heel and bending the knee, and then switching. You'll switch and switch. Good. Switch and switch. One more. Switch and switch. Good. You can press both heels down, bend a little bit more into your knees. Grab opposite hand with opposite elbow. So right hand to left elbow, left hand to right elbow. Let your upper body sway from side to side. And when I say upper body, I mean everything from your hips to the crown of your head. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Start to walk yourself out to plank. Shoulders over wrist. Inhale. Exhale, drop down to the knees, untuck the toes, hips to heels. You find your child's pose. Inhale, fill your body up with air. Exhale out, let it all go. And when you're ready, pull things forward, lay down flat onto your mat. Whew. Hands can go under the shoulders, forearms slightly wider than the rest of your body. Legs are open about hips distance apart. Relax your shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, start to lift your chest and lift your head as you press the forearms down into the mat. Keep the forearms connected so we're not going very high. And then exhale, come all the way back down. For 3, lift. And lower. Maybe next time we'll do 7-minute circuits. For 2, lift. I feel like 5 minutes is more than enough. And lower. 1 more, lift. Because we've been doing 9 minutes of work with that quick 10-second transition. Good. Everything comes down. Let your chest and your head come all the way down to the mat. Interlace your fingers at your lower back, palms flipping up towards the ceiling. Let your elbows flap out kind of wide. Maybe you can reach your arms down towards the mat. Okay, you're looking down to your mat. The crown of your head is reaching forward. You inhale, start to lift your chest and your head. Continue to lift as you lift the elbows. Push your hands back towards your feet. Can you lift up higher? And then lower back down. Chest comes down, elbows bend, hands to the lower back, and you let the elbows flop to the mat. Inhale, you start from the chest. As your head lifts, you lift the elbows. Push your hands back, knuckles towards the feet, and then we come all the way back down. For 2, lift. Push back and lift higher. And then all the way back down. 1 more, lift. Good. From here, roll right over onto your left side. Your left arm can go long underneath the left ear. Legs can come a little bit forward, so you're reaching towards that bottom corner of your mat. Physically push your right hip away from you towards your feet and lift up through your bottom side. Okay. We do 8 circles in each direction. Point through your right toes. We'll inhale to lift up. You circle forward and then press back. Lift. Here's 4. 3. 2. 1 more. And then reverse it. Kick forward, up, around, and back. Still maintaining the same shape through the rest of the body. 7. For 6, forward, up, around, and back. Whew. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, one more, not me crying. Good. Everything comes down. Take a moment right here. Press up off of your left side so that your left forearm can come down. Your legs are connected, heels connected. We reach up and out of that left side, reaching the right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale as you roll the hips back. Reach the legs up on the diagonal and press up off of that left hand. Good. We lower down to the forearm. You bring your legs down and you reset right here. I need to scoot further forward because I whacked my reformer right there. Inhale, we reach up and out of that left arm. Exhale, you roll the hips back. You reach the leg up. Can you press up off of that left forearm? And then take it back down. Inhale, lift up out of that left forearm. Roll the hips back. Reach the legs up. Good. Okay, on this one, can you lift up and hold it right here? Take your left leg. Can you lower that left leg down about halfway and then lift for 3, for 2, one more. Good. Left leg comes back up. Can we come off of that left hand? Find your teaser. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down. Forearm goes down, legs come all the way down. We pull the knees in, press up off of that left side and find a counter body stretch. Good. We come out of that, swing it over to the other side. Right hip is down, legs are out long. You're lowering down onto that right side. Your bicep can, or not your bicep, your ear can come onto your bicep. Or on this side, I have to bend my elbow because of my AirPod, or my headphone. Physically push your left hip down towards your heel so that you can lift up through that right side. Left hand can stay in front of you. We lift up through the left leg, point the toe. It's 8 circles each direction. Lift up, circle forward, and then press back. Lift up, circle forward, press it back. I have a much harder time on this side. Okay, this is going to be 4. We lift, circle forward, press back for 3, for 2, 1 more, and then reverse it, kick forward, lift up, around, and back. You're resisting that push and pull of the hip with the rest of your body, continuing to press into the mat, continuing to stay heavy through the outside of the leg. Here's 6. For 4. 3. 2, and then 1 more. Left leg comes down to meet the right. Press into your left hand so that you can come up onto that right forearm. And if you need to scoot forward, you scoot forward. Legs are connected. Try to connect your heels, your ankles, your inner thighs. Lift up out of that right side. So you feel how you're coming off of the shoulder, lifting up through that bottom hip. Left arm comes up over the shoulder. We inhale and then exhale. Roll the hips back. Lift the legs up. Press up off of that right forearm as you reach up higher. Lower down to the forearm, lower the legs down, and reset through center. We roll back. Good. Take it down, and legs come down. Okay, we roll it back. Good. On this one, we get to roll back. You lift the legs, you hold it right here. Can you take your right leg, lower it down, and lift back up for 3, lower, lift for 2, 1 more, hold it here, right hand comes up, you hold 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we get to roll it back over. Your hand comes down, pull the knees in, press up off of your side, counter body stretch. I forgot about the stretch for a second. I was gonna have you go right into rolling like a ball, but that wouldn't work. Good, come all the way up. I can't rob you of a counter stretch. Now bring yourself towards the bottom edge of your mat, wherever you feel like that is. Pull the heels in close to your butt. Take your hands to the tops of your shins. Sit up really tall. Inhale there. Exhale, you'll round your spine. Draw the belly button in. Can you pull the feet any closer to you? Maybe lifting right about to the tips of your toes, okay? We have pressure between the hands and the shins. You'll inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Don't move. On your next inhale, you roll back. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale back. Exhale up. For 4. For 3. 2. 1 more. Good. Roll all the way down. Hold it right there. It's going to be kind of a hard stop there at the bottom. Reach your left leg up. Walk your hands up towards your ankles. Extend that right leg out long, pointing the toe. I think my foot just got cut out of the frame. Okay, we're right here. You hold it here. It's kind of a nice hamstring stretch if we ignore that our right leg is lifted off of the ground. Good. Okay, can you curl up, pressing your hands into the leg into the hands. Tuck chin to chest, looking straight forward towards the center of that left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, we switch the legs. You pull the right leg towards you. Reach out through that left side. Good. For 4, we switch. And switch. It's 3, switch. And switch for 2. 1 more. Right leg pulls in. You pause right here. It's a double pulse. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse. Good. For 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Good. Knees pull in, hands to the backs of the legs at the hamstrings. You pull yourself up a little bit higher, knees towards the nose, and then big exhale, you roll it up to seated. Pop up into a high kneeling position from right here, knees down on the mat about hips distance apart. We tuck the tailbone, hands are going behind your head. Now, usually I have you interlace your fingers, but today let's go fingertip to wrist. So we'll look just about like this. We're supporting our head with our hands, reaching the elbows out towards the sides of the room. Gentle press forward of the hips. Inhale as you twist the upper body over towards the left. Exhale as you come through center. Inhale as we twist right. Exhale back through center for 3. And 3. For 2. 1 more. Good. Back through center. Inhale as you reach up and over, left elbow down towards that mat. Open up through your right side. Exhale up through center. Inhale, we reach up and over towards the right, opening up through the left side. Exhale up through center for 3. And 3, over to the right. For 2, to the left. And then back up. And 2 to the right. 1 more. And then 1 more. Good. Pause through center. You're keeping the elbows reaching out. Extend the right leg long. The inside edge of the foot is pressing down into the mat. We have a straight line from the shoulder to the hip down to the knee. Okay, keep that in mind. Inhale as you tip over towards the left. Exhale as you come up through center, and then we take a little bit of a counter stretch over towards the right. We come up and over towards the left. Exhale, you're coming up, and then counter stretch for 3, up and over. For 2. Last one. Good. Up through center, right leg pulls in, left leg extends out. Okay, inside edge of the foot is pressing down into your mat. You can take your arms down. My shoulders feel like they are on fire. Elbows reaching out. Inhale as we tip over towards the right. Exhale, we come up through center and take the counter movement. Inhale up and over. Exhale back up. For 3, we inhale up and over to the right. I'm tired. Are you tired? Exhale up through center. For 2. Last one. All the way up through center, you pull your left knee in to meet your right. And then we'll take an exhale as you draw the elbows together, nod your chin to your chest, kind of push your hips back as you round your spine. Inhale as we press the hips forward, you open everything up. You can press your chest forward, open up through the elbows. Exhale, we curve the spine, your hips reach back. Inhale as we press forward. Just for 2, round and pull back. Good, press forward. One more. Good. Hands come down to your sides. Let's take them all the way down to the mat and then step back into a high plank. We'll shift forward and back just a little bit. So think about pointing and flexing your feet forward and back, forward and back. Just 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Can you do that same thing? Lift the right leg, point the toes, shift back and forward just for 3, 2, 1 more. Whoo! Right foot down, lift the left, point the toes, shift back and forward. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Foot comes down, bend the knees, drop them to the mat, untuck your toes, hips to heels, find your child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good. Okay, we haven't done saw yet today, so now is the time. Bring yourself into a seated position, open the legs up. About mat's distance apart. Flex your feet. No, everything is totally fine. Flex your feet, open your arms so they go out to T, flip your palms forward. Inhale as you twist over towards the right. Flip your right palm back. Hinge into the hips, reaching the left hand towards the outside of that right foot. We push and pull for 3. So pull back with your right, push forward with your left for 2. Pull back. Push forward, 1 more, pull back, push forward, come all the way up, right palm flips forward as you rotate left, left palm flips back. We hinge and reach the hand towards the pinky toe on that left leg, pull and push, 3, 2, 1 more. All the way up, flip your palm forward. We do that, 3 more each side. Hinge and reach, pull and push, 3, 2, 1 more. Pull and push, 3, 2, 1 more. All the way up for 2 more. Hinge and reach, pull and push, 3, 2, 1 more. All the way up. all the way up. Last time we go over to the right, hinge and reach, pull and push. 3, 2, one more, all the way up. And then last time we go over to the left, pull and push. 3, 2, one more. Good. Everything comes up. Your arms can come down. I'm going to rotate towards you. You can keep your left leg reaching out. Right foot pulls to the inside of your left leg. Arms reach out, soft bend into the elbows. We inhale to shift over to the inside of that left leg, reaching up and over through the right arm. And then exhale, you come all the way up through center. Your right hand can come down. We'll take a little bit of a counter stretch. Good. Just for 3, we can slide the left hand down the inside of the left leg, reach up and over. Exhale all the way up through center. For 2. One more. And then we'll switch it. Left leg pulls in, right leg extends out, arms stay reaching out. Inhale as you shift over to the inside of that right leg. Exhale up and over. You can take your hand down, reach up. For 3. For 2. One more. Everything comes in. We'll pop up into a tabletop position, wrists down, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingertips out. Inhale as you arch the back, open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press up and away, curve the spine, point the crown of the head down. For 3, inhale, arch. Exhale, press up and away. For 2. One more. Good. And then let's take some rotations around. Hips go over towards the right. We reach back towards the heel, shift to the left, and then come up and around. Complete the circle. 2. One more. And then reverse it. 3. For 2. One more. We come back up through center, reach the left hand across towards the right corner of the mat, pull down on that left side, bending into the right elbow, looking over that right shoulder. Exhale up, same thing on the other side. Right hand reaches out and across. We pull down. And then up for 3 more. Reach out and across. And out and across. For 2. And 2. Last one. And then last one. Whew, good. Start to walk your hands in towards your knees. Your hips can go right on top of your heels. You're all the way up and seated. Take any other stretches or movement that you feel like you need. Whatever makes this class feel complete for you. Now's your opportunity to do that. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you back here for our next class.